Indian Navy deep divers are getting ready to go down into the flooded Rat Hole coal mine near Umrangsho, where more than 9 workers are trapped for over 48 hours now. So far, there are no sightings of anyone either dead or alive, but as times pass, chances of their survival looks dim in view of the extremely harsh conditions inside the 300 feet deep mine. Last evening, the water level inside the mine was reported to have come down to about 100 feet. A high power pump from the ONGC will be put to use soon that has capacity to pump out 1800 litres per minute. A sophisticated pump is also being flown in to the site by Coal India Limited. Rescuers from Navy, Army, NDRF and SDRF are at the site along with Assam Minister Kaushik Rai and Special DGP Harmeet Singh to supervise the rescue operations. Minister Kaushik Rai told Northeast Live that repeated questioning of those who came out of the mine as disaster struck are furnishing 9 names, indicating that 9 workers are trapped inside. But some workers say the number of those trapped could be up to 15. The ill-fated mine is prima facie an illegal mine and a person has been arrested, according to Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is closely monitoring the entire situation. The Umrangsho police has lodged an FIR, but the focus now is on rescue operations. There are several such rat hole mines in Dima Hasao area close to Meghalaya border, and such incidents might happen again if authorities do not swing into action and regulate such mining operations. So, big story at this hour, viewers. We are closely tracking the big coal mine tragedy in Umrangsho. Indian Navy deep divers are getting ready to go down into the flooded Rat Hole coal mine near Umrangsho, where more than 9 workers are trapped for over 48 hours now. So far, there are no sightings of anyone either dead or alive. But as times pass, chances of their survival looks dim in view of the extremely harsh conditions inside the 300 feet deep mine. Last evening, the water level inside the mine was reported to have come down to about 100 feet, and a high power pump from the ONGC will be put to use soon that has the capacity to pump out 1800 litres per minute. A sophisticated pump is also being flown into the site by Coal India Limited. Rescuers from the Navy, Army, NDRF and the SDRF are at the site along with Assam Minister Kaushik Rai and Special DGP Harmeet Singh to supervise the rescue operations. And our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das, is there at the site where the rescue operations are going on. Well, Arindam, we know that it's been over 48 hours now and still there is no trace of the trapped miners. And we know that the Navy, NDRF, Army, SDRF, they have been working relentlessly since yesterday. Today, we know that Coal India Limited is also set to join into the rescue operations. Arindam, over to you for the updates at this hour and for all the details you have got.
That's right, Amrita. It's over 48 hours since the disaster struck and no success attained in either locating the trapped miners alive or dead. And right now also operation is going on. A team has been lowered at the well. And let me first speak to Commandant of NDRF. Well, क्या अपडेट है?
अभी जस्ट ऑपरेशन शुरू हुआ है और दोबारा हमारी टीम नीचे गई हुई है और अब हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द कोई भी विक्टिम हमें मिले जो कि नीचे अगर ट्रैप हैं और उनको हम बचा सकें।
पूरी रात चलती रही?
नहीं, पूरी रात तो ऑपरेशन नहीं चला था, तो शाम को क्लोज हो गया था और अभी पूरा हमारी एनडीआरएफ की और आर्मी की दोनों की ज्वाइंट टीमें जो है डीप डाइवर्स नीचे गए हुए हैं।
तो आप लोग क्या नीचे तक ही जा रही है, जो हॉरिजॉन्टल शैफ्ट्स है उसमें भी जा रही है?
हॉरिजॉन का स्पेस तो हॉरिजॉन में बाद में जाएंगे, जब तक पानी का लेवल सर्टेन नहीं होगा कितना नीचे हम जा सकते हैं उसकी भी लिमिट है, तो वो धीरे धीरे जब सर्टेन करने के बाद हम आगे कदम उठाएंगे।
तो पंप भी लगाया गया है, क्या पानी का लेवल कम हुआ है?
पानी का लेवल थोड़ा सा कम, अभी जस्ट पहली टीम गई हुई है, एक बार उनके द्वारा सर्टेन करने के बाद ही हम उसके पे करेंगे।
तो आज कोल इंडिया और ओएनजीसी से भी पंप आ रहे हैं?
अभी बताया गया है कि वो पहुंचने वाले हैं। जब पहुंच जाएंगे उसके बाद से जल्द से जल्द पानी का लेवल पानी निकालने का काम शुरू किया जाएगा और पानी का कम होगा और साथ ही साथ जैसा भी फीडबैक अभी हमारे डीप डाइवर्स द्वारा मिलता है उसके अनुसार नेक्स्ट कार्रवाई की जाएगी। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much. So you have heard that commandant of NDRF speaking to us about the search operation which has started in the morning. So he told us that the search operations were not conducted the whole night. It was stopped for some time, and then again it's started in the morning hours. In the meantime, if my camera person Vinod Adhikari can show you, that is the Navy team who arrived here yesterday and this morning. Also, they have just now reached the spot. You can on the left of your screen, you can see these are the deep divers from the Indian Navy, and they have come here with a ROV or remote operated vehicle. So those vehicles can be remotely controlled, and they can go to the nook and corners of this mine, because there are several horizontal shafts in which the miners are feared trapped. So without risking the life of anybody, those ROVs can go ahead in those shafts and can capture images. In fact, it has got several sensors also which can detect anything below the water. So right now efforts are being made to trace the trapped miners, but no success has been attained, and it's over 48 hours. So this is the well where this disaster struck. This is vertically 300 feet deep. So right now the water level is up to 200 feet. So just going down below 100 feet, you will find the water level. And from there, the divers are going with their deep diving suits and are going to the floor of the well as well as in the horizontal shafts. But as of now, no success has been attained. And meanwhile, these are the pumps which are engaged for pumping out the water from this coal well. But you have heard from the commandant of NDRF that somehow they have been able to reduce the water level, but so far they are also waiting for the arrival of the heavy suction pumps from the ONGC and Coal India Limited. And when it arrives, definitely more water can be pumped out from this well, and then the divers can go more deep inside the horizontal shafts and can trace out the trapped miners. But as of now, there is no success, and you can see that right now the rescue operations and search operations had begun. But as you have heard from the commandant, so far they have not been able to trace any of the trapped miners. Amrita.
Absolutely, Arindam. We can see exclusive visuals. You are showing us live visuals from the site where the rescue operations are going on right now. Of course, we heard that the rescue operations, it had stopped last evening, and some time back the rescue operations are they have begun again. And according to the commandant of the NDRF with whom you just spoke, we just heard that a team has gone down again to try to bring out the trapped miners. Also, Arindam, a very important question arising out of this whole situation is that we know the weather conditions are harsh. Their rescue operations had stopped in the evening. Was oxygen provided to the trapped miners during night time, or is oxygen being provided right now?
Well, there is no question of providing oxygen below water, because this well is filled with water. Had it been some uh, mine where it was all vacuum, and then oxygen could have been provided. But since the tragedy struck when the miners punctured one of the reservoirs below the ground, and that's how the water gushed in and it filled the entire well. So the only chances are there that if miraculously there are some air pockets inside the shafts where the miners have gone, then they could take shelter there. But even below 200 feet deep water, how difficult it would be, or it would be a miracle only if somebody survives in such a condition. But the chances are very bleak of finding anyone alive, because we have seen such operations or disasters which had happened earlier. Also, we have seen how it happened in Kasan, in Clariat, in Jaintia Hills of Meghalaya, where several miners got trapped in a similar mine tragedy. But even after 52 days of search and rescue operation, not not a single trace of the miners was there, and they not only even they were not even able to locate the bodies of the trapped miners. So in this condition also, how far the teams, the deep divers who have gone inside, or the equipments which will be used like the ROV, remote operated vehicle, will be able to trace the trap miners. It's a very big challenge, but yes, everybody is hoping against the hope, but so far no success has been attained. And in the meantime, you can see that this is the early morning scenario here at the site, and you can see teams from NDRF, SDRF, the Indian Army, the Indian Navy. They have already reached the spot, and right now also, even as we are speaking, one team comprising of deep divers from the NDRF and the Indian Army had gone below. They will dive into the water, they will go to the floor, they will try to explore the horizontal shafts. But as I have said earlier only, that it's over 48 hours, but the deep divers are not able to trace any of the trapped miners.